Alright, Inquisitor Mordeth here. Once again, we're doing a game with Tabletop Hobby. We got a 25,000 point versus Grey Knight and Chaos Space Marines. We're doing Dawn of War and the Scouring. I don't know if you can see them because they're green, but these three green markers are actually servo skulls. And then we have one objective here, one objective here, one objective here, and then one over here in this bunker or sandbag bunker, one in a ruin, and another one in a ruin. Alright, I'll run down my list real quick and then I'll let Tabletop do his. So we have a librarian. He's got dual falchions, storm bolter, frag, crack, psych out grenades, all them good stuff. But instead of taking psychic powers out of the book, I took Might of Titan, Quicksilver, Smite, and the Shrouding. Then I also have an Ordo Malleus Inquisitor right here. He's got a Hell Rifle and a Power Sword, and he took a Primaris Psychic Power for Prescience. And he's with my standard, Henchman Warband, which is going to be 3 Servitors, 1 Multi-Melta, 2 Plasma Cannons, 3 Jericho, 3 Warrior Acolytes with Plasma Guns and Power Armor, and then 2 Warrior Acolytes with just Hot Shot Lads, Guns and Carpus Armor, and a Close Combat Weapon.
Is that an elite?
Technically. But it doesn't take up a Force Organization slot.
Because of the Inquisitor.
Because of the Inquisitor.
Awesome.
And then my first Grey Knight Strike Squad is right there. Pretty straightforward. 2 Silencers and a Force Halberd that Justice Car has, and they're in Storm Raven. The Storm Raven has Twin Link Las Cannons, Multi-Melta, Hurricane Bolters on the side. I don't think I spit for... Nope, doesn't have Cybolt ammo. And then Group 2 is pretty much the same, except for there's a Nemesis Demon Hammer in there. And they are as well in a Storm Raven with Las Cannons, Melta, and Hurricane Bolters. Then you have your 2 Side Dreads. And the Librarian is joining a 5-man Paladin group, all with Nemesis Falchions, a Psy Cannon, a Silencer, a Brotherhood Banner, and a Land Raider. And I believe I gave them side ammo. Let me make sure about that. Nope. Oh yes, Cybolt ammunition. Good deal. And then we'll go ahead and let my opponent run down his list.
Thanks, Inquisitor. Tabletop Hobby here. See, from right to left, we have a 5-man Chaos Space Marine unit, no frills, just a cheapy 75 point to take an objective. We have a Land Raider with a 4-man Terminator unit with this Sorcerer Terminator Lord I'm working on. We've got an Icon of Flame. These are all Tzeentch marked. I have a Chain Fist, another Chain Fist. The champion has a Power Axe. The banner guy has, well, it's supposed to be a Power Fist, but this model has a Chain Axe on him. The Lord has the Psychic Shriek, Discipline for Telepathy, and then for Tzeentch, he's got Tzeentch's Firestorm and Boon of Mutation. We have another vanilla 75 point cheapy Space Marine squad. Behind the Aegis defense line, I have 2 7-man Havoc squads. The red Marines here that don't either have a banner or aren't painted are all Skyfire missile launchers in each unit. The champions have the Icons of Vengeance, and I believe that allows them to re-roll leadership-based tests. And this champion is manning the quad gun. We have 2 Rhinos with 10-man Chaos Space Marine units. I don't believe they have any banners. They might, but they do have las cannons. That's important to know. We have another vanilla 5-man Space Marine unit here, and then my last 7-man Havoc unit with Skyfire missile launchers on this end. And in reserve, we have my beautiful Helldrake and his twin brother.
Ugly.
And let's see if we can't steal the initiative from Inquisitor here.
You mean me steal it from you?
Right, right. I've got the initiative so far.
Nope.
We have a 2. Why don't you go ahead and roll for night fighting?
Alright. Yep.
And it's a 4, so night fighting first turn. Gosh darn it. Alright, bottom of Chaos turn 1. This Space Marine unit is sitting on a Skyfire Nexus that is worth 4 victory points. They didn't do anything this turn. The Sorcerer, Terminator Lord, and the Terminators in this unit, the Sorcerer cast a boon on the Terminator Champion and got an unworthy offering. The Land Raider fired all of its las at this building, and I believe it got 2 pens?
You got a glance.
A glance, oh, that's right. This unit didn't do anything, but is sitting on a 2 victory point strategic location, and it's a mysterious 1, which is a booby trap or sabotage. Both of these Havoc units and the quad gun did a valiant volley of missiles at this building to try to get rid of those Jokeros, but it only suffered throughout my whole turn 2 pins and a glance. But since buildings don't have hull points and you actually have to get a destroyed result on them to do any damage, I only managed to kill several of the occupants. This las cannon also fired at that building. This las cannon fired at the Land Raider and scored a glance. These missiles from this Havoc unit fired at the Land Raider and didn't really get anything. And this unit is sitting pretty on a mysterious objective, rolled a 5, which is +1 cover, so they're shrouded, or stealthy, or whichever one that is, and it's a victory point of 1. So I have in my possession 7 victory points.
So end of Grey Knight turn 1, Dreadnought moved over, vehicle moved over, they moved over. This Dreadnought took out the Rhino that was over here, 2 pens and a glance, he didn't save any covers. This guy fired everything at the turret and he saved everything. Land Raider put a las cannon and a heavy bolter into that squad and took out 1 guy. The other las cannon at the Rhino got a glance, but he saved it. This vehicle shot everything at this unit and I think I got a wound, but he saved it. This unit doing snapshots, which sucked, shot into that unit there and got 1 kill. Also, we found out that this is a 2-point, but it's a sabotaged. This is a 3-point with nothing of use. This is a 3-point, but I don't actually have a controlling unit within base, so we haven't figured out what it is yet. So we'll be back at the end of turn 2.
Alright, bottom Chaos turn 2. Helldrake came in, dropped a Flamer template that hit both the Dreadnought and this unit, made 1 kill. The Dreadnought is magical that way, it didn't do anything.
Just ignores it, yeah.
The Land Raider poured all of its las cannon fire into this building and forced a debarkation on this Inquisitor unit. And this Helldrake dropped a Flamer across the Chimera, the Dreadnought, and this unit. Got a few kills on the unit. Got a pen on the Dreadnought. No, it couldn't have got a pen. It could only have scored a glance. I don't think anything happened to it. I think the rocket launcher team over there got all of the damage on that Dreadnought and got a glance or a pen or something on this vehicle. This Havoc unit fired everything it could at this Land Raider, and I don't think I did anything to it. Neither did the las cannon from that Rhino. This unit fired its las cannon at that Dreadnought and failed. This unit fired all of its rockets at that same Dreadnought over there, and I don't think anything happened with that. And that's the bottom of Chaos turn 2.
So end of Grey Knight turn 2, both Storm Ravens came on. Quick question, since the shooting of this gun is happening in the movement phase, this took a shaken, but am I able to use the power of Machine Spirit, or I'm sorry, the Fortitude, to ignore it, and then is Power of Machine Spirit going to ignore that snapshot? So question, please answer if you could, thank you. It came on and destroyed that Land Raider, then rapid fired bolters into there, and they saved. However, the Land Raider blew up and took out 1 of its own guys off of that group. This Storm Raven came on and took out the Helldrake that was here. It popped and landed right there, but a strength 6 hit isn't going to do anything against my Land Raider. Land Raider fired Heavy Bolter and snapped the Las Cannon into this group and got 2. And then Spirit, Power of the Machine Spirit, this Las Cannon into the Rhino and got a glance. This vehicle, since it had to rapid or snapshotted everything into that group. It got 1 wound, but I believe he saved it. This dude fired everything into that group and got 1 kill. Foolishly, I attempted to snap shoot with this, even though they are strength 4, can't hurt armor 12, so that was stupid. However, this Dreadnought could, and he fired everything he had and didn't do anything. He hit twice, though. And this unit popped out, came around, put a plasma template there. Got 2 wounds, and the Hell Rifle hit. They were all... the one plasma cannon wasn't a snapshot because he didn't move, but the Hell Rifle was. But we are able to take out 1 guy, and that is the end of Grey Knight turn 2. Joyous.
Alright, bottom of Chaos turn 3. The Terminator Sorcerer and his unit got over to the Skyfire Nexus and multi-melted the Storm Raven. It crashed and killed all but 1 of its occupants. And then this unit rapid fire boltered it to death. This unit didn't have anything to do. All of these missiles fired frag at the Inquisitorial Warband and knocked it all out. This unit fired its missiles at the Land Raider. Nothing happened. Las Cannon missed the Land Raider. This unit fired its missiles at the Land Raider and nothing happened. This Las Cannon fired at the Land Raider and nothing happened. However, the Helldrake's Bale Flamer took out the Dreadnought. Hooray for me! I took out the other Storm Raver on the Vector Strike from the Helldrakes. So watch out for those Helldrakes, man. They're tough.
Alright, end of Grey Knight turn 3. The single guy that survived there ran over and took control of that. This Dreadnought fired up at the rear end of the Helldrake and put one pin on it, and it's got a locked velocity. The Chimera tried to fire up and missed. The Inquisitor shot over here at his commander and missed. This unit stood there, looked pretty because they're out of sight. Land Raider moved up before the Librarian got out, cast Shrouded on it. Snapshotted the Las Cannon and fired the Heavy Bolter into the Missile Squad. I don't think anybody was hurt. And then we put a pin on the vehicle, and it was a shaken, so they were done. Then we assaulted in. 2 guys turned and did damage to that. Since I cast Might of Titan and Hammerhand, I get 2d6 of the armor pin from Might of Titan, 4 or 5 strength, 6 strength from Hammerhand and Might of Titan. So we popped the vehicle, did like 6 pinnings to it, and blew it up. And that was it. Looking pretty thin.
Okay, bottom of Chaos turn 4. Lord and unit ran over there. They moved and only got a 1-inch run, so they're still kind of out in the open. These 2 units haven't done anything. This unit got a glance on the Chimera. This unit got a glance on the Land Raider, right?
Yep.
All 3 of these units fired on the Paladins, and I think I got 2.5 kills.
You got 2 kills.
Well, that one guy lost 1 of his health.
Yep.
And that's Chaos turn 4. As an update, I just realized I forgot to fire the quad gun with this unit as it shot at the Chimera, and I got my last glance with it, so it's out of the game.
So bottom of turn 4, the Dread moved over, took a bunch of shots at this unit, killed 2. Sniper took a shot at the Troop Choice back there, killed 1. This unit that's been looking pretty abandoned to the 1 is running across. Land Raider unloaded everything into this squad, and I believe I killed 2. The Paladin group of the Librarian shot in there, and I killed 2 on the shot, then we charged in and I killed 5 more.
Yeah.
Plus his Lord, or 4 plus the Lord.
Champion.
The Champion. And the Land Raider tried to put another wound on the turkey, but didn't do anything. So that'll be end of turn 4.
Bottom of Chaos, turn 5. Lord and Retinue ran that direction a little bit. I was going for a Lion Breaker, but doesn't look like I'm going to get that too easy. This unit consolidated a little bit to maintain coherency. This unit didn't run and is now hiding behind that wall to prevent line of sight, hopefully. This unit shot at the Dreadnought, popped it, scored some wounds, but they were saved on the explosion. This unit shot at the Land Raider and got nothing. This unit shot at the Land Raider and got nothing. This assault resolved, and these guys got the ridiculous 6-inch consolidate, and now they're right up in my grill. And this unit shot at the Land Raider, got nothing, and the Helldrake, of course, was locked velocity, and it couldn't turn right, so it's back in reserve. And let's let it...
So end of Grey Knight, turn 5. This unit moved over, ran. The Inquisitor shot at this unit, killed one guy, but they held firm. The Librarian broke off from the Paladins. The Paladins went that way after his heavy, salted in. I took out 5 guys, I believe.
Yeah.
Paladin did smite, killed 3, but then died on the charge from a las cannon. This guy shot at him as well. I killed 1. And that was it. So we're going to see if we have a 6th turn. We have a 6th turn. So we'll be back then.
Alright, bottom of Chaos, round 6. This unit hasn't done anything. Sorcerer Lord unit ran up. He booned himself and got stubborn. The unit shot at the Inquisitor with psychic powers. Nothing hit. Everything shot at the Land Raider from these 2 units. Didn't do anything. This unit fired frag missiles at the Inquisitor's, or no, not the Inquisitor's unit, but the Space Marine unit over there and cooked them. And along with the Helldrake. Did a lot of that. Yeah, the Helldrake came back in this turn. Nothing else really exciting. We're gonna go to Grey Knight turn 6.
So in a Grey Knight turn 6, forgot to cast Twin Leak on this guy. He shot and missed. 2 las cannons fired into his commander unit, and he saved the 1 wound. Or, yeah, whatever. And then the heavy bolter fired over here, got rid of his last troop on that control marker, and the Paladins finally finished off that squad. And we're going to see if we have a turn 7. No, game's over. Alright, so as it stands, Grey Knights have 1 3-point control marker, First Blood, and Line Breaker, so they have 5 victory points. Chaos Space Marines has a 4-point control marker and killed my Warlord, so 5 points for them, so the game is a tie. All in all, pretty interesting.